4 o'clock, we will kick off the beginning of the Freedom Fiesta. We want you to understand the Freedom Fiesta and why we are so excited about celebrating it. That is the celebration that led to the elimination of segregation in public accommodations and in other areas. It simply meant that somebody as black as me, and I'm as black as a blackberry, can go anywhere in town and sit down and eat. Now, unless I participate in that celebration, I am what I would call a parasite. Parasiting on somebody else's blood, sweat, tears, and what have you. That's the beginning of the Freedom Fiesta, and I want you to know what it is. It's a celebration of the 44th year, the beginning of the city and movement. And we celebrate by honoring days. We honor our own. For example, on Sunday, Mrs. Bosie Walker will once again tell the story of Doc Williams because that's Doc Williams Day. We want you to remember Doc Williams. He was the man that got us out of jail and searching. I shall never forget him because during the sit-ins, I went to jail 26 times. But on Monday, it's Johnny Green's Day. That attorney that argued our case. Johnny Green's Day. And on that day, we will be concerned with memberships on John Green's Day, and that's going to be a day to remember. Mrs. Rosetta Coleman will be in charge of that day, and she called it the Day of Cakes. And those of you that would like to join in the Day of Cakes, all you got to do is see Mrs. Rosetta Coleman. But on Tuesday is Cecil L. Williams Day. Mrs. Leola Ford and Miss Wilma Ray will be celebrating in what they call a salad-orama. All kinds of salads. But most of all, it will be a day of voters registration and get out to vote. We've got to get out to vote. Now, that's all it is to it. And you can come by on that day, on Tuesday, not only talk about and see some of the candidates and see some of their materials, but you can also become a partner in getting out the vote. Now, as I call these days, if any of you out in Radio Land would like to work on one of these days, all you've got to do is to come by Freedom Center today and sign up. Miss Bosie Walker would like you to help her with Doc Williams Day. Mrs. Rosie Coleman needs help with John Green's Day. Mrs. Leola Ford and Miss Wilma Ray needs help with Cecil L. Williams Day. But on Wednesday, the sit-inners day. Oh no, on Wednesday is the President's Day. I'm sorry. All the past presidents, include every past president of the NACP, and all of those young people that have been involved on that day is asked to come by. On Thursday, it will be the big day, the sit-inners day. Oh, they have done it in so many different ways. There are sometimes the sit-inners, past sit-inners come in and they make a video. They talk, they look at pictures, and that's Mrs. Gloria Matthews is in charge of that day. And those of you that would like to enroll and sit up with the sit-inners day, be sure and be there. But on Friday, that's Lillian Oliver, Nancy Davis, and Lady Ruth Hunter's Day. That's the day that you will never forget because those young ladies have carried on a tradition that was started by Lillian Oliver, who was the first one to take a carload of young people down to Catskill Drugstore. Her name shall always remain in the hearts of those of us that loved her so well. That's on Friday. And if you want to work on Lillian Oliver's Day, on the sit-inners day, on the President's Day, on Cecil L. Williams Day, on John Green's Day, on Doc Williams Day, all you've got to do is just come by and tell us. We are not a private organization. But on Saturday, it's Clara Luper's Day. My grandmother taught us that a poor dog won't wag his own tail. And I'm telling you, Clara Luper's Day will be something. Berlin Nero has agreed to be the chairperson of that day. And it's going to be a day. It's going to be a day because there will be an open house at Freedom Center. There will be all kind of sales of goods at Freedom Center. You will have the opportunity to go by and look at pictures and look at your loved ones. It will be a day. There will be a parade at 10:30 a.m., and that parade is a parade. And you had better come in today and sign up for that parade. Oh, that will be a day. But then, as the sun goes down, it will be the annual Clara Luper's Freedom Fiesta dinner. Every year, citizens that have exemplified the spirit of the citizens are honored. And I would like to announce to you, and I'll do that before I go off the air, those that you have selected as the 2002 honorees. Many of you have remembered. You have remembered the past. You have remembered how we honored your relatives and your friends. But this is a new day, and I want you to stay tuned to the Clara Luper radio show. It's being brought to you by Allstate Insurance Company, 730 North Britton Road in Oklahoma City. The telephone number is 843-0811. Yes, we are back in Oklahoma City, and certainly we have been motivated. And speaking of motivation, I want to tell you something. This is not a secret. But on July 21st, at the Wildwood Baptist Church, located at 60 Northeast 63rd Street, there will be a celebration. It will be an anniversary celebration, a celebration for Pastor and his lovely wife, Reverend Earl Bright and his wife. For 6 years, they have given spiritual leadership. He is indeed a good shepherd. The pastor's anniversary will be Sunday, July 21st at 3 p.m. at the Wildwood Baptist Church. The guest speaker will be Pastor Lee Cooper of the Prospect Baptist Church. Oh, what a day. Well, this is Clara Luper, and you know what has happened this week. And very fortunate for me now, I have Reverend Cooper on the telephone. Good morning, sir. Hello? Oh, Mrs. Cooper. Yes? Hello? Oh, well, I'll get it. Mrs. Cooper? Okay, we're missing connection some way, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Hello? I'm trying to get in contact with Reverend or Mrs. Lee Cooper. Hello? Well, call again, 672-122-1220. And I certainly would like to talk to you because I do have some information that I would like to share with all of you out in Radio Land. Let me get back telling you about the pastor's anniversary. Sunday, July 21st at 3 p.m. at the Wildwood Baptist Church. The guest speaker will be Pastor Lee Cooper of the Prospect Baptist Church, and the alternate will be Pastor F.D. Roseborough of the Paradise Baptist Church. There will be an anniversary feast, and it will start after morning service. Thank you, says that anniversary committee. They call it an anniversary team, and they asking you to be there. Now, you're invited. Let me go back over because you won't be confused. The Wildwood Baptist Church, located at 60 Northeast 63rd Street, is inviting all of you to join in their pastor's anniversary. That's Reverend Earl Bright. We had the opportunity during the Miss Black Oklahoma celebration to worship there. And did the young people love Pastor Bright? Oh, they loved it. And the music of the church was just wonderful. And they want to come back. Well, anyway, this is Clara Luper, and I have a very distinguished guest with me this morning. And at 9:30, you will have the opportunity to hear my guest. This is the day that we are going to celebrate. Why do you celebrate? We celebrate because God has blessed us to see another day. Clara Luper.
Good morning, Clara Luper.
Good morning.
Welcome back home. We're so glad you're back, and I'm so glad we brought a winner back.
Turn down your radio, please. Okay.
Oh, now you turn it down.
Excuse me, turn down your radio.
Hello?
Yes. Turn your radio down. Okay.
Yes. I'm so glad you're back. This is Gloria Matthews, and I'm calling you kind of early because I have to leave. My reason for calling you, I want to wish a very important man a very, very happy birthday. And
Who is that important man?
Bishop Smallwood. Today
Bishop
is his
Smallwood.
birthday. Today is
Bishop
his birthday.
Smallwood's birthday is
It's
today.
today. Today is his birthday.
I know he wants Calvin to sing happy birthday
Yes, I
to him.
want him to sing happy birthday to him. And
Okay.
his son and all, they here from California, and I am so glad that they're here, and because that's my friend. He always supports the NACP and everything we do, him and his family. So I'm asking you, I want to wish him a very, very happy birthday from the Chauncey Shardinas Child Care and from the Freedom Center and all of us.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you at the dinner.
Well, okay, I'll see you at Freedom Center,
Thank
Mrs.
you.
I understand that Mrs. Gloria Mathis is a champion, and you remember when we honored her. Well, I want to know where is Words of Wisdom. I can hardly wait for Words of Wisdom. Hey, Mr. McDaniels, we call him Fluky, but this is Clara Luper, and once again, there's so much to tell you about the NACP National Convention. I know Merlin will be calling because she wants to be the one to tell you, and I can hardly wait because I want to tell you about our winner. I have taken young people to participate in AXO for the past 25 years, and thank God, during 25 years I've had 5 winners. Oh, that's great. When you compete against thousands and thousands of young people from all over the country who's been exposed to everything, and you come in with a winner, you're something special. This is Clara Luper.
Yeah, knowledge this morning first.
Good morning. Okay.
Words of wisdom.
Yes.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Oh, great, great. Well, you certainly has power because you have knowledge. You're very kind, and I missed your words. I've got to listen and re-listen to your words. They are just so beautiful. Knowledge is power. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that was fluky. He told you knowledge is power, so if you don't have no knowledge, you don't have no power. Knowledge is power. You are exactly right. Yes, I do hope that Reverend Lee Cooper will call me back because I'm so proud of the ministers of our city. You know, it really makes you feel good when the ministers are concerned with something other than their own congregation. It was something. Yesterday I had the opportunity to sit down along with others with the Chief of Police, E.T. Berry. I had the opportunity to go to St. John's Baptist Church where the Baptist ministers and other ministers had gathered along with the police force and heads of departments and others to talk about their dream for this city and how we must continue to move forward. The pastor of St. John's Baptist Church, Reverend Jemison, spoke in such a profound way that I'm going to get him to come on this radio show and share that with all of you. Reverend Cooper spoke. Reverend Hughes. It was something that was beautiful when ministers can speak. Clara Luper, hello.
Why, good morning, Clara Luper. This is your longtime assistant reporter, Lady Ruth Hunter. How are you doing this beautiful day?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm
That's
just
fine,
excited.
fine. And you know, I'm still elated over the Miss Black Oklahoma's pageant, and I just do not know what to do, and I can hardly wait to hear about the NACP national meeting because that I got on the radio, it was really terrific. So I'm waiting to you or Marilyn to give us the report.
Well, we're going to do that. We're going to do that because we brought a winner. And I would like to congratulate you because you've been selected by the people as one of our honorees on Clara Luper's Day.
Well, I'm certainly happy and proud of that. You know, you wait. They said, well, they that wait on the Lord, you finally get your reward. So
Well,
I'm certainly happy about that because I've been waiting.
Yeah, well, you waited a long
I'm sure
time.
happy about that.
You've been on the battlefield for a long time, and now we are going
That's
to
right.
honor
With Miss
you.
Black Oklahoma, I've been with that program for 33 years. And I don't know how long I've been broadcasting with you, Clara, because I believe maybe 33 years, because it's certainly been a long time.
That's exactly
Because
right.
we go way, way back when we just right off of 23rd and...
Now, we were way out on Britton Road.
Now, right. So we've gone
And
from
then
one
we were
extreme to
able
the
to-
other.
That's right.
So, and then I'm still thrilled about our Miss Black pageant.
Yes,
because
Tulsa took it.
Yeah, that's
Monique
right. Mrs.
Sims
Black
from
Tulsa
Tulsa.
took it. She was the queen, and then the second runner-up was Miss Black University of Central Oklahoma. And then the third runner-up was Miss Black Oklahoma City University. And guess what? Guess what? The fourth runner-up was Miss Black Tulsa County.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
my goodness. I didn't know Tulsa took away two of those honors.
And Miss Black Congeniality.
Reality was
who is-
Miss Black Guthrie.
No.
Wasn't it?
Yes, you are exactly right.
Guthrie?
Right.
Black Guthrie.
That's
And
right.
That
And
was-
Miss Black Popularity was Miss Black Putnam City, who was Candice Mack. That was a combination.
And I thought all of the girls were beautiful, and they all did a wonderful job, and they were all, I just really, really enjoyed those girls, and they seemed to have really enjoyed presenting the program that Saturday night.
Well-
And if you missed that program Saturday night, you really, really missed a treat of your lifetime.
But one thing that we have to say, I had the opportunity to take Miss Black Popularity and Miss Black Oklahoma with me to the National Convention.
Oh,
And it was such a pleasure. People just went wild over those two beautiful young ladies.
I know they
It was-
did.
It
I know
was
they did.
really something.
And then when we got down there to the National Convention in Houston, Texas, we got a winner in that AXO program. And I'm just thinking about the thousands and thousands of people
that
that's
participated.
participating. And if you come out with a winner, you are really, really doing something wonderful. We're doing something fun because the AXO is an Olympic of the mind. It's not shooting a basketball. It's not kicking a football. And that sort of game play. But it's an Olympic of the mind.
Where young
What the
people,
mind can produce.
where young people participate in chemistry and physics and math and music composition. And
Right,
name
right.
it, and they participate.
That's right. And just think, out of all the years when you said a few minutes ago that out of the number of years that you've been carrying them, we've had 5 winners. Just think, we've had a winner for each 20 years you've been taking them.
That's
So
right.
that is pretty good to
25
finish.
years. We have five.
We've had 5 winners. That's a winner for each 5 years. So we're doing real well.
That's
real
right.
well.
We had a winner in poetry.
Right?
We had a winner in orations
Mm-hmm.
twice. We had a winner in mathematics,
Mhm.
and now we have a winner in music that Merlin will tell us about. Thank you, Letty, and I want you to stay tuned because I have a very important guest this morning that I want you to hear from.
Well, I'm going to sure be right here listening at that.
But look, what are
And
you
I want to
cooking?
say happy birthday to Bishop Smallwood. Bishop Smallwood and I used to ride the yellow submarine bus to school. He was picked up in Stroud, Oklahoma, and we would ride to Chandler, Oklahoma. That's where Bishop Smallwood and I attended high school. So happy birthday, Bishop Smallwood.
Was he a
And-
smart student?
Well, I was not in class with him. We were just on the bus together.
Oh, I know that
He-
was exciting to ride
Right.
with Bishop Smallwood.
Why, sure.
Well, thank you, Letty. What are you taking up to Freedom Center?
Well, I'm taking some dessert. I'm not going to tell you what kind.
Well, anyway, do you have any friends that can come and buy some?
Why, sure.
catfish
I always have some friends. I have some special people that come and buy dinners each Saturday.
But
And all
why
I
is
need
it
to
that-
do is contact them and tell them we're having fish dinners today, and they will be there. So all my friends is buying fish. We're selling fish today. I'll be looking for you to come up to the Freedom Center, or if you call me, I'll pick your order up and bring it to you. And I'll be calling you.
Well, why is it that you all can't beat Clara Luper when you start selling
Oh, well,
catfish?
Mrs. Luper, so many more people know you than we know.
Well, I'm from
Just
Hoffman,
like,
Oklahoma.
like in this morning's paper. See, we don't make the paper. I pick up the morning's paper, and there you are in the paper. So the people know you. I don't make the paper like you do.
Well, okay, that's no excuse. But anyway, all my friends are going to come and buy catfish dinners today because they know when I die, I don't want them bringing no cookies and cakes and pies over for Calvin and my other family to consume. I want them to come out today and show the love, not for Clara Luper, but for the program that Clara Luper advocates, and that's the program with children.
All right, and bye now, and hello to everybody in Radio Land, and I'll see you at church Sunday.
No, you'll see them today at Freedom Center.
I'll see them at Freedom Center for those who's going to be buying dinners, but I know on tomorrow you are going to be going to church, and your church of your choice. And bye now.
They fool me. A lot of people tell me they've been to church, and I've only found out they've been to church's chicken.
Well, bless you.
Well, thank you. This is Clara Luper reporting to you. I'm waiting for Reverend Lee Cooper or Reverend Jameson. I want to hear from those ministers. I'm so proud of them. Because we used to say a long time ago, if you can't walk with me through the week, don't preach to me on Sunday. Oh my, oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. This is the Clara Luper radio show. I want to tell you about something that's happening that I want you to be a part of. I'm really happy that we have moved in all areas. Call it the field of music, call it the field of sports, call it the different ones. We have moved. Clara Luper?
This is Marilyn Hildred. How are you doing?
Marilyn, I'm doing fine. I've been waiting for this call because I wanted you to tell people about the young people that went to AXO.
I am just so very excited because the young people that you, the public in Oklahoma City sent to AXO represented you royally. We had 12 young people from the Oklahoma City area. Melinda Wakefield and music. Do you want me to tell the categories?
Yes.
And music, vocal, contemporary, and classical. Damian Zapate and dance. Nicole Moore in classical music. Conte Miles in sculpture and drawing. Vernon Barris in contemporary vocal. Micah Edwards in oratory and essay. Brittany Ellis and Brittany was in drama. Terry Amling, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and drawing and painting, Ladia Jackson, and video and photography, James Kersey, and music instrumental and music classical, Kara Lacey in dance, and Andre Swanigan in mathematics. And I have a very important announcement to make.
Hurry up and make it, please.
I have to tell you that we had a national winner from the Oklahoma City
national winner
Council, and that was second place in the United States, Melinda Wakefield in vocal classical.
Melinda Wakefield.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations, Melinda. And we need to see Melinda because I've gotten a call from a newspaper that really want to see Melinda since it's come out, it's on the wires, and it's on email. It's everywhere in the United States that Melinda Wakefield from Oklahoma City was the winner.
And she was excellent. And let me tell you, the evaluations on the other young people and those of you that mentor to these young people and help them with their projects, my hat goes off to you because I have the evaluations. They represented us royally. You'll be very proud of them.
You will have those evaluations at Freedom Center today.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
And let me tell you this. I must tell you that if AXA represents a cross-section of young people from all across the United States, and the competition is very stiff. If you can imagine thousands of young people walking into an arena with the sound of the Olympics, but they're talking about the academic Olympics of the mind. I got cold chills as I saw thousands of young people, and I had the opportunity, along with the advisor Leola Ford, to walk into that arena with them. Proudness is not the word. I tell you, I've never had a feeling like that as long as I've lived. And I just want to thank the people in Oklahoma City for giving these young people the opportunity to participate and to let them know that we're preparing now for next year. Because next year, not only are we going to bring home the bacon, but we're going to bring home the ham and the eggs.
Okay, next year the NACP convention will be held in Florida.
Oh, yes, I was thinking Boston. Yeah, it is Florida.
It's Florida.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now people can come up today and look at the scores and things of our young people.
Yes, and some of the pictures that they've taken and the video that Ladia Jackson made about Lest We Forget the sit-in movement in Oklahoma City. I'm just proud of them.
Okay, and I'm certainly proud of you and that staff and those people that went with us, because it's not every day that you can get people to go down and chaperone somebody else's children.
You're right about that, and I just want to tell the advisors that did help that I'm just very grateful. We're all grateful. Okay. And I know these young people are grateful because no one has ever seen anything like this AXO competition.
We will have some of those young people with us next week, and they will tell you their interpretation. I know one of the young ladies said, Miss Luper, I never would have believed that these many young people were involved in NACP.
That's right. But a wave is spreading throughout this nation. Where you just can't imagine these young people talking about the cures for science and robots and all that kind of stuff.
And they are looking for cures for cancer, strokes, and what have you.
Yes,
and we can do
HIV.
it. And those of you out there that got talent, we need you. We need your support. Why don't you come up and sign up with us today and say you want to work with some young person that is studying eye disease, that is studying art and what have you. Tell me about that artist and that foot.
Oh, yes. In sculpture, Chianti has a foot with a chain on it. And that foot will be at the Freedom Center today also.
Okay. Well, I understand that somebody offered him some money for that foot.
Yeah, they wanted to buy it off the exhibits.
But he didn't sell it.
He didn't sell it. The foot came back to Oklahoma.
I'm so glad that foot is back in Oklahoma. And I'll see all of you at Freedom Center. Marilyn, what are you preparing for Freedom Center?
I'm bringing a salad.
A salad. Okay. We are looking forward. I understand that salads, green beans, catfish, you can get anything that you want. Thank you so very kindly.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Sometimes we don't look around and see what's happening within our own city. I would like to tell you what's happening in the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. There is a grand opening on Saturday, July 20th at 11 a.m. And I want you to be there. But I'm not going to tell the story myself. I have invited a brilliant young lady, the third generation of realtors in the state of Oklahoma, to come here and tell me the story. Good morning.
Good morning.
And what is your name?
Mauricia Palmer.
Marie Palmer. Aren't you... Okay, let me look back. Who was your grandmother?
Maydella Rollins.
Maydella Rollins. Maydella Rollins of the Rollins Real Estate Company.
Yes.
Okay, and your mother?
Jacqueline Barnett.
And that's Jacqueline Rollins, right?
Yes.
All right, now you're the third generation,
Yes.
isn't that right?
Yes, I have been
Well-
licensed for 2 years
You've been licensed for 2 years in the insurance business,
in the real estate.
in the real estate business. That mean you passed that test?
Yes,
They tell me that test is stiff.
it is.
Oh, but you passed that test. Well, they tell me that environment is everything. Well, I was talking about homes. What's happening?
Well, on Saturday, July the 20th, Rollins Realty will be hosting a housing symposium at Rogers Middle School, which is 4000 North Spencer Road. And from my understanding, this is the first event of this kind. We wanted to have a symposium so that we can bring together a group of people to try to encourage our community to purchase a home.
Well, do you want to encourage them to purchase a home?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be back with you in just 1 minute. Clara Luper, may I help you?
Hello, Mrs. Luper. This is Nancy Davis calling you. I want to tell you I'm so happy that Melinda Wakefield won from Oklahoma. She's a young lady that we felt that would do a big job in all the rest of them. In the Fashionetta, she was 2000 Miss Fashionetta, 2001. And we are proud of the fact that she is a winner from Oklahoma, second place in the United States. Congratulations to you and all of those who attended the National Convention.
Well, thank you. Are you coming up to Freedom Center today?
Oh, I will be there. I'm baking a cake now. It'll be there. But I want you to remember to let everybody know that Dungee Reunion is August 1st through 4th. We will have a church service at Christian Life Baptist Church at 7 o'clock Thursday night, Friday, registration, and a big banquet.
Okay.
Saturday, a picnic, and on Sunday, musical extravaganza. We want everybody to attend the school reunion, those who
Dungee
attended
School.
Dear Dungee.
Okay.
Have a good day, and may God bless you.
Well, thank you. I'll see you then at Freedom Center.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Nancy. Well, I want you to know.
I want you to know that Geraldine Downing did a beautiful job for you last
She's
Saturday.
supposed to do a beautiful job. That's
Very
why
good.
She did it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
If she had not done a beautiful job, I would have gotten her. Thank you, Geraldine. But I want to tell you about homes. And you're inviting everybody to buy a home.
We're encouraging everyone that's interested in buying a home to attend the symposium so that we can give them information.
One of the greatest preachers that I have known through the years is a preacher by the name of Reverend Wynn. I never shall forget one Sunday at Fifth Street Baptist Church. Reverend Wynn asked all of us that own homes to raise our hands. And it was really embarrassing because there were so few of us that own our homes. And Reverend Wynn said, you're working, you're teaching, you're working at Tinkerfield, you're working, you don't own a home, you aren't worth preaching to. And he preached about a 2-minute sermon. And after then, I'm telling you, we all went out and bought homes. He said, you're renting and you don't have nothing to show but a piece of paper. And you're saying that you're having this housing symposium to encourage people to buy homes.
Yes, we will have several different members of the community that will be present there to answer any questions that someone may have. If they're not sure they might qualify for a home, we will have mortgage lenders that will be there on site to answer any.
What you are paying apartment rent for. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, and then you can walk around and say, I own my home. And it's nothing like owning your own home. I know my dad used to tell us, I want you to own more than the dirt under your fingernails. I want you to own a home. And Daddy, although you sleep in yonder's grave, we own our own home. Now, I want to know more about the Rollins Realty Company. Who are the owners of that company?
Jacqueline Rollins Barnett is the owner and managing broker, and Vivian Woodward is the co-owner of that company.
Oh, so it's owned by Jacqueline and Vivian.
Yes.
Okay, do you have any realtors that are working with you there?
Yes. In addition to Jacqueline and Vivian, we have 6 other realtors that are
You have
present.
6?
Yes.
Who are they?
Okay, the 6 realtors that we have, myself, which is Mauricia Palmer, we have Tina Naff, we have Mike Eldridge, Devon Brown, Elizabeth King, and James Dozier.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that business is located on the east side in Oklahoma City?
Yes, we are located at 3001 Northeast 16th in Oklahoma City, and our telephone number is 427-8000.
And the name of this company again?
Rollins Realty, where we provide service with integrity.
Service with integrity. Be back with you in just a minute. In the meantime, this is Clara. Hello.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. I had the opportunity of attending the 93rd NAACP National Convention in Houston, Texas. I will start with EXO. EXO was great. It was good to see young African Americans with so much talent, and I would like to congratulate all of our participants and our winner, Melinda Wakefield, who won the vocal classical. The convention was great. We had wonderful workshops. I attended voter empowerment workshop, which was about plans to get registered voters. I talked to a lawyer, which is what I want to be when I grow up, and she gave me information. And she has a book entitled What You Need to Know Before You Go to Law School, and I plan to get that book. We are having a fish dinner today, and I would like to encourage everyone to come by and buy one. They are delicious. I am selling coconut cream and lemon pies. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter.
Thank you, Coco. Ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing like going into a city where you have a part of Oklahoma City. Well, we had the opportunity to see Lynn Goff and his lovely mother in Houston. Lynn had us over for dinner, and I wish I could describe his home to you, but I do not have the adequate words. I wish I could describe the food that he prepared for us, but I don't have the adequate words. I can tell you that I wish you had been there to share in the barbecue, to share in the ham, to share in the beef. I wish you had been there to enjoy the salads, but you were not there, and I'm not going to tell you about it. But I will tell you that Mrs. Goff from Washington, Oklahoma, who is now living in Houston, baked an egg custard for me and had it delivered to my hotel. Oh, me, oh, my, what a day. Not only that, I had an opportunity to talk to one of my favorite students, Maurice Parker, who has gone to law school and who is now on the board of airlines, flying all over the world. Oh, it was quite an experience. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you that if you don't have some of these young people as friends, I don't know, you'll be a lonesome old person because you can't tell where they are going. But I know where you're going. You're going to attend this housing symposium. That's Saturday, July 20th from 12 o'clock to 4, and you will be there to see history in the making. at 11 o'clock. Well, do you have anything else you would like to tell my intelligent, beautiful, dedicated radio audience?
No, I would just like to thank everyone for listening and encourage everybody to attend. And if they have any questions next week, they can feel free to call us at 427-8000. We will be happy to answer any questions that they might have.
And those of you that want further information, come by Freedom Center, 2609 North Martin Luther King, and we will give you that information. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you at Freedom Center eating that good old delicious catfish so you'll be physically and mental able to attend the housing symposium. Calvin, we were at the fair. I told the people, I say, if you eat this catfish dinner, you will kiss your mother-in-law. And one man came up and said, Miss Luper, I hate to tell you this, but there's no way in the world I will kiss my mother-in-law. I said, well, eat some catfish and try it. He said, no, I'm scared because I don't want to kiss my mother-in-law. Well, anyway, this is Clara Luper asking you to come up to Freedom Center, asking you to attend the Housing Symposium next Saturday, July 20th. And don't forget, on July 21st, we will be attending the anniversary celebration at the Wildwood Baptist Church, 60 Northeast 63rd Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Congratulations, Reverend Earl and Reverend Brian. And today you heard all about the pastor you heard about Reverend.
Mom, you're going to have me standing here at the mic. I'm not going to get to say anything. You're just going on and on.
Oh,
Let me say good morning, Miss Clara Luper. Good morning, Mom. It's so good to be live and in living color here in the studio.
Well, you trying living color.
Well, that is definitely right. Well, we were at the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant 2 weeks ago. We were on the telephone there and in the middle of the gridiron breakfast, and I missed being at the studio. And then last week, we were down in Houston there outside the dance competition, and I missed being here in the studio. And I want to take this opportunity now to thank the staff here at KTLV, particularly Charles Southern, particularly Mrs. Downey, for what they did last Saturday and the past Saturday during the course of our radio show. Good things happen when you listen to the Clara Luper radio show. Clara Luper and Fluky told you about knowledge is power, but then what I am really enjoying about the show is the fact of the Housing Symposium. I'm so proud of Rollins Realty Company on breaking new ground, And next Saturday you have an opportunity to be there. Even if you don't buy a house, I think you still should come out and get that sense of pride. We talk about black people not doing that much here in Oklahoma City. We talk about the east side not growing, but it's because we aren't fully cooperating with each other. All of us need to go by there. Take a look at this model home. It is beautiful. Take a look at the new construction in the area. New families, maybe some of you retirees might be. Well, I'm not going to make an ad for the Rollins Construction, but Jackie, thanks for coming out. So proud of it. But, Mom, I'm glad to be back in the studio, glad to be a part of the radio show, and looking forward to the catfish dinner that might make you kiss your mother-in-law there at the Freedom Center on sale today. And, something else is happening today. Today is the first day that the Oklahoma State Fair ticket is going to sell too.
Okay, we'll be selling catfish out there.
Was that enough? Did
Calvin,
I go fast enough?
Calvin, I want you to know, many of you have asked me about Clara Luper's Freedom Fiesta dinner, celebrating the beginning of the sit-in movement, which led to the elimination of segregation in public accommodation. Now, if you are black and you have been in any restaurant, any hotel, motel, or what have you, you should be a part of this. This is Saturday, August the 24th, at 6:30 p.m. at the Don Burns Fellowship Hall, located at 1700 Northeast 7th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This year we are honoring the beautiful Mrs. Catherine Ford, Mrs. Maxine Stale, Mr. Robert Gates, Mr. Rodell Hornbeek, Mrs. Letty Ruth Hunter.
At the Freedom Fiesta dinner, Mom?
Yes, at the Clara Luper. And nothing satisfies me so much as to see people that have worked so hard, so long, and so dedicated be honored.
Now who are those honorees? Who will the honorees be again? You read them a little fast.
Letty Ruth Hunter.
I have slow hearing.
Rodell Hornbeek. Robert Gates. Maxine Stale. Mrs. Catherine Ford. Now, let me tell you something. This dinner is held every year and been held for years, and the tickets are in 3 categories. You can choose your seat and sit down. We have the silver patrons tickets for $25. You can pay down on them and pay them about a week and have it paid out by August the 24th.
Okay.
Or if you know that you are a shot, you know you appreciate going eating all over town, you might want to be a gold patron. You might want to sit in the gold section. Those tickets are only $50. But that doesn't satisfy you. You are one that say we're going to have our dinner at this hotel and all that. You want $100 ticket. Yes, you are a diamond.
That's a diamond ticket. Okay.
Yes. Okay,
$100 for a diamond ticket.
$50 for a gold ticket and $25 for a silver.
Let me
and
look
it's
in this-
always a
Let me look
sellout.
in this wallet here.
And we want you to really dress up and come out. We want you to look good because we have a VCR. I know I was talking to my friend yesterday, a friend of mine, and he was telling me how much he loved the NACP Youth Council. I said, you know what? We are compiling all the records, and we don't have a record where you've ever given a dime to the NACP Youth Council. So don't be talking to me because I don't want to hear that talk.
Sound like that's the
Yes.
way Cecil Williams used to talk.
We have
to
someone on the telephone. Hello.
Hi, Sister Clara.
Yes.
This is Pastor Jemison, Pastor Reed, Pastor Jackson, and Pastor Cooper.
Oh, wonderful. I've been waiting for you. I called you early this morning and missed you. I was so proud of you yesterday.
Thank you so much.
Tell my public what you told us yesterday.
Well, I was speaking on behalf of Dr. John A. Reed, Jr., who is the president of the Concerned Clergy for Spiritual Renewal. And we wanted to convey the message to the city that we were not demeaning or degrading the concerns of our community. But in fact, what we wanted to do was to call the community to a calm and peaceful type resistance, working along with the system, but in fact helping to transform it at the same time.
You did such an eloquent job of it. Now, break it down so those of us from Hoffman, Oklahoma can understand exactly what you mean.
Well, I can do better than that.
Okay.
Sister Clara, I have Dr. Reed here right now, who is the president of the Concerned Clergy for Spiritual Renewal, and he is prepared to break it down for us.
Break it down, Reverend Reed.
Sister Clara, good to talk with you today. And, of course, as you know, I've been out of the city. But thank God for pastors like Pastor Jemison and Pastor Lee Cooper.
They carried on for you.
Who has been on the on the front this week, and I'm grateful to them. And, of course, we have been in a meeting all morning this morning discussing with the pastors across the northeast section of our city. And we do have a committee on police brutality that's led by Pastor Lee Cooper. And what we really want to do is I want to give him an opportunity to tell the community what we'll be doing in the next few days.
Thursday night is what I'm interested in.
Thursday night we will be at Fairview at 7 p.m. and Lee Cooper is coming now to tell you exactly what will be transpiring.
Okay, tell me, Reverend Cooper, and hurry, please.
Sister Luper, just want to thank you for your commitment to civil rights in years and times past, and even up to this day. I want to thank you for your commitment. But let me tell you just about Thursday night. We are planning a community-wide meeting that we can set a forum for us as a community to express our concerns and discontent with, in fact, police actions, not only in this particular incident, but in other incidents. It gives to us an opportunity this time, because we have clear-cut evidence as expressed by videotape and modern technology, to address the issues that our community has been facing. And so on Thursday night, we will show this city that our community is outraged by actions and by our police, our law enforcement officers. And we just are encouraging all of the citizens who are concerned to come out and to share with us in this particular forum. We may have representatives there from the SCLC national office, or we may have representatives there in national figures, but all of us need to be there,
Okay,
Sister
now just
Luper,
tell
and
me
so we're
what-
asking for
just
the
tell
entire
me what
community to
church.
come out in support.
Just tell me what church now.
The church will be at Fairview Baptist Church, 1700 Northeast 7.
Okay.
That will start at 7 o'clock, Fairview Baptist Church. right across from Douglas High School.
We will be there, and I do hope you have some bulletins, and so drop by Freedom Center and leave them today, because we are with you anyway.
We have bulletins already printed.
Okay,
we
well, get some to Freedom Center.
The NAACP office and the Freedom Center, and we're asking also all of our pastors to pick up bulletins, also these flyers to pass out to their congregations.
Well, drop them by Freedom Center, and we assure you that we will do our part, because the president be a fool to talk about violence and don't have even nothing to do violence with. We believe in peace, and Reverend, they said it yesterday, peace, love, calm, and respect. Clara, Luper say, stay out of trouble. Calvin, sing that song for Bishop Spotwood.
Bishop Smallwood, happy birthday to you, and may you have many, many more.
Sing it out of your heart, Clara.
Bishop Smallwood, happy birthday to you.
This is Clara Luper saying I do love you, and whatever you do, don't practice any violence, because the jails are waiting for you. Bye-bye.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your number one gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program are not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
Father, I need your help in a hand.